So Counterpoint has been summarizing the India Mobile Congress 2023 as MOU. That's Manufacturing in India Begins, Opportunities of Open Networks, and Use Case Implementation. As we were trotting through the pavilions and booths of operators, network equipment manufacturers, cloud software service providers, and even eminent academic institutes of India, we saw the immense hard work and investments that had gone into development of products and that had gone into structuring key partnership within the ecosystem between vendors and development of simplified platforms for consumers and enterprises to use and to access telco-based connectivity solutions. First up, we had booths of Jio and Airtel, the two leading Indian operators who cumulatively were able to put 330,000 5G base stations that was catering to over 100 million 5G subscribers within a year, because of which India was dubbed as the fastest rollout across the globe of 5G networks. After the first phase, which now seems to be commencing, we are now focusing, we as operators are now focusing towards use case implementation and monetization of 5G networks. We had a plethora of use cases that were on display, all the way from agriculture to AR, VR devices, to cloud gaming, to private networks in a box, to digital twins. Anything and everything that should be connected is being connected via the mediums of 5G. This was excellently complemented by V and BSNL, who through their 4G and soon-to-be 5G networks will make sure that each and every nook and corner of India keeps on getting networks. And the digitization through connectivity keeps on happening across India, which is one of the most primary agendas of Indian government. Talking about how networks have evolved, we have seen Jio designing, developing, and manufacturing its own RAN hardware that is Open RAN compliant. Jio started developing this in-house in 2020, and within a span of 3 years, it has been able to develop 11 products, ranging all the way from GNOPs, macro GNOPs, integrated macro GNOPs, to small cell, pico cells, to combined central and distributed units, all the way to mobile edge computing hardware. Jio's own very recently launched Jio Satellite was actually the pièce de résistance. People were looking forward to this newest offering of Jio that it had developed with SES, with which Jio intends on providing gigabit speeds and broadband-like connectivity to the remotest parts of India. Use cases that were on display from Jio, Airtel, BSNL, and V, they were an ode of the kind of opportunities these operators are looking in the Indian market, as well as how they're using key features of 5G, such as enhanced mobile broadband in FWA, or features like network slicing in mission-critical use cases and services like broadcasting, and ensuring that high-speed connectivity is able to solve a lot of modern-day Indian society problems. We had the Nordic vendors, Ericsson, Nokia's booths there, who were at the help of this 5G revolution in India. As usual, they were ahead of the curves. They had all the state-of-the-art products displayed there, but they also were displaying very apt features such as energy efficiency and reduced power consumption in 5G networks that will be very important for the Indian operators in the years to come as we densify our networks. They were also looking forward towards very crucial mission critical use cases such as railways and mining, and they were also talking about something that Indian government has been very vocal about, that is realizing the 6G dream. And with timely efforts and progressive reforms and policies and support of global vendors, I think India can be a big contributor towards 6G as a technology, 6G as standards, and we can usher into this new age as a leader of 6G. But these legacy RAM vendors, these RAM incumbents, were very well complemented again by the indigenous and small-scale Indian manufacturers. Tejas, HFCL, and BVDA have been putting a lot of efforts and investments into ensuring that they also reach level where they can be prime suppliers, not just to Indian operators with their equipment and hardware solutions, but to the globe. They have already been a crucial part of the Indian fixed broadband evolution. They have been providing backhaul solutions, vulnerability solutions to tier 1 Indian operators. They've also started exporting it across the globe. And now they're looking forward towards being a more integral part of this Indian telecom society with their RAN hardware solutions. Everybody has been developing open RAN compliant solutions. Tejas has been developing this with Intel. VVDN has been developing this with EMD. And so we at Counterpoint believe that as and when with the progressive schemes that government is launching, and with the support of Indian telecom operators, we would see Tejas, HFCL and VVDN actually become a very, very crucial part of not just Indian telecom society, but the global telecom society as a whole. We have witnessed this with BSNL giving a $900 million order to Tejas for its 4G and 5G sites. HFCL and VVDN have again developed a plethora of not just hardware equipment, but also software equipment such as software services based on cloud, or a very crucial part of Open RAN, that is RAN intelligent controller. So we do believe that they are in the right path, and this is actually a very good time for these particular companies to be right now in India, and not just to witness this global expansion, but also be a significant part of it. And we had Intel and MediaTek also there, who have been a key part of evolution of not just telecom society in India, but the overall digital economy of India as a whole. MediaTek was there with its own solutions of fixed broadband equipment. They had PON CPEs. They had state-of-the-art Wi-Fi 6 devices that they have been developing with SiteCell and VVDN. They had other use cases such as automotive, and again, much like other prominent global vendors, they do see a huge opportunity in India. They do firmly believe that India will be a hub of manufacturing. India will be looked upon as prime location for manufacturing of telecom equipment. We at Counterpoint have been calling IMC as Indian manufacturing commences, is because not just because of the huge opportunity that lies ahead of India in terms of domestic demand and domestic consumption, but also with respect to the fact that we can very soon be in a position where we start exporting advanced telecom equipment across the globe, and not just be consumers of telecom equipment, but be contributors to this society on a global level as well.